Hey, what's up, guys and gals? My name is Ricknineg. I'm sure some of you are saying, what is Rick doing today on a Saturday? Well, if you're watching this live, of course. If you're watching this later, I guess you wouldn't really know. But since I told you, you know. See, this kind of YouTube stuff is confusing, believe me. Well, hopefully you guys and gals are doing amazing. Again, you know my name is Ricknineg, and let's talk some Lucy. Let's watch some Lucy. Of course, you may think, why am I on here? Well, I won't be on here tomorrow, and so I thought, let me do it today, and so forth. And yeah, so let's do this. You were just watching Lucy on Dick Cavett. Is that a like the Dick Cavett show? Is that what you mean? Is that a thing? I'm sorry, I don't know who Dick Cavett is, but great timing. And on a Saturday, right? Kind of changing it up a little bit. I like my Sundays, but I won't be able to come. Oh, Francesca, how are you doing? Thank you all for dropping by. And today we're gonna watch an episode together. Hopefully you can pop it in. It is called Ricardos Visit Cuba. I'm gonna have this all ready for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video I put today, the unboxing video. Yesterday I did that special video on location, which was really fun to do. I think you guys really enjoyed it. And I don't know, did any of you watch it? I know not all of you are Three Stooge fans, but did any of you go and watch that one? Mo Howard's grave? That was a great. It was just fun filming it, to be honest with you. What am I doing on now? Oh, it's like a Twilight Zone thing. I'm here when I'm not supposed to be here. I won't be on here tomorrow, so that's why I'm on here. Oh, thank you, Josh. Josh said, hey, Rick, I just shared your Mo Howard gravesite video. Thank you so much for that. I'm unable to get there, so it means a lot. Oh, that means so much to me. See, that's why I did it, because I know that some of you, for many reasons, which it doesn't matter. Health, sickness, flight, school, work. But I'm here. I'm here to bring it to you. So look for more in the future. Oh, Johnny Carson. Gotcha. See, I know about Johnny Carson. I've seen like skits and things like that, but I've never seen the Johnny Carson show. I think it was done like 89, right? So I was like a couple years old, so I don't remember. I think my parents used to watch it. Let's see. So let me get to the episode that we're going to get to today. Let us see. I almost said Little Ricky instead of let us see. What is wrong with me? I guess I'm in the right mood though. If instead of let us see, and say that. Let me see, where is it? The Ricardos Visit Cuba. Hello, everybody. Oh, Arthur, you just luckily had your phone in your hand. So I know a lot of you see it on your phone, and a lot of you watch this on your desktop, on your computer. Some people tell me they watch me on their TV, and that's kind of entertaining to think about, that I'm on people's TV. That's kind of funny. I never thought I'd be on TV like that. Pretty funny. Okay, the Ricardos Visit Cuba. Let me cue it out. If you guys have access to it, great. If not, I usually like to point things out if there's a lull in conversation, or answer your questions in the chat. That's why it's there, so feel free to type something in the chat. Ask me questions, or just comment on an episode, or maybe something you want to clarify. I'll do my best, and maybe the community can clarify it. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Is that Rick or Kermit? Kermit the Frog here. How are you? Jim Henson. Oh, so great. Red Hots! Get your Red Hots! Oh, I love that episode. Oh my god, Sarah, no. I gotta make sure I have makeup on. I'm on a 48-inch Samsung. That's intimidating. Thinking I'm on a phone is not a big deal. I have my old school phone. I won't even show it. It's so old school. But it's like, okay, this big, right? And so it's like, oh, no one can see. But I'm like, magnified. I'm sorry. I guess I have any little moles. They appear in the on the big screen pretty well. Oh my gosh. A little scary. Okay, the Ricardos Visit Cuba. This is a December 3rd, 1956 release. Episode 162, filmed on Thursday, October 18th, 1956. Rating share is 45.9, which is... Oh, it didn't make it to Desert Island, and it is better than the next one. Little Ricky School Pageant. I wasn't too hot on that episode, to be honest. Oh, wait. Is that the one where they... Yeah, that's the one where they do the play with Fred as a frog. I kind of like Fred's frog. But yeah, it didn't do great as that. Richard Keith, of course. Uncle Alberto, his name was George Trevino, of course, a voice actor. You know, they do accents and things like that. Cigar store owner, Nacho Galindo. He was, of course, Hispanic. Ricky's mother. People don't know this, or people have asked me, and I think this should be widely spread. I think she did a good job. Mary Emery, I believe she's an American actress. She played Ricky's mom, and so she only speaks Spanish, and so she's great. I saw her in another movie, and she was speaking pretty good English in that. Cigar maker Angelo Didio, stewardess Barbara Logan, and nightclub MC Eddie LeBaron. So yeah, more of Ricky's relatives, which I don't read. They're kind of behind the scenes, and Ricky sings "A Lucky Guy" and "Babaloo," of course. All right, so let me go back with any questions or comments. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Today's a lovely day. I know that probably not a lot of people will get on here compared to if I was on a Sunday at my usual time. I'll just say that. And but that's okay. That's okay. I think people will follow up and watch it later and be like, oh, I wasn't on, but that's okay. I'd rather come on today and have not as many people on than not be able to come tomorrow and just miss a week. So, right? Favorite I Love Lucy episode? Great question, Dark Time. I think I've switched, like, you know, depending on my life and where I'm at. Because at one point it was one episode. Now I really, really love, I'm blanking on it. Oh my gosh. How am I blanking on this? Home Movies. I love Home Movies. Season 3. Wonderful episode. It's the one where they project the movie on the screen and Lucy makes a crazy movie. It's like upside down, backwards, and it's, yeah, to me it's hilarious, that whole thing. And it's kind of like a YouTube filming thing. I guess it relates to me in a way. I don't know. Bonus Bucks is a close second. So absolutely. Oh, Cassandra, you love the Jerry Desi feud episode. You had no idea it was like that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it did. Most of that comes from Jerry himself, Jerry Hausner. There was a few interviews he had on that, and he seemed quite bitter about it, even up to 93, from what I was reading. Desi, because people were asking me, they were like, what does Desi believe, or what does he think about it? Well, Desi didn't argue that he didn't do that. However, I guess his main thing was, well, he was kind of justified in doing what he did because Jerry messed up and he should be reprimanded. Whether he should be reprimanded like that or not is up to interpretation. Dark Time, go ahead, shoot. As long as they are community friendly and family friendly, absolutely. Again, I'll have a little bit discretion in what I answer, but I'll try to answer as much as I can, that's for sure. Oh, a plumbing we will go. Great question, Vice City Story. So this is a Stooge question. It's regarded by some people as the best Stooge episode, or one of the best, or people that watch it a lot. Maybe not hardcore fans like it the most. I think it's good. I don't think it's the best Stooge episode. It's great. I think it's very good. But it's not my favorite, let's say. But yeah, it's a pretty good episode, and they remake it with Shemp. So they do it with Curly first, and then they remake it with Shemp. It's basically the same episode, and they just replace Curly with Shemp because Curly wasn't available. I don't know if he had passed by that time, probably, but he was off the show. Curly was off the film series for a while before he passed away. He was kind of recovering, and then he kind of got worse, then he kind of got better, and then he got worse again, and then passed away. So yeah, kind of a little fact there. Scotty, do I like the Lucy show? I've seen episodes. When I was younger, I used to see a lot more of them. They used to come on TV. I used to watch a lot of them. I probably watched 80% of them. I wouldn't say I watched all of them. Maybe more, but not all of them. And it was all right. I always would see it on, and I would always prefer I Love Lucy to be on. And right now, I'm kind of not as much interested in it. I'm kind of a pure I Love Lucy guy right now. A purist, if that's even a thing. Jeez, you thought it was Sunday. You're like, what happened there? I confused my days. I know. Definitely. Trying to throw you guys off a little bit. Oh, Vince, I didn't know that. Fred's frog costume is there in Jamestown in the Lucy Desi Museum. That's awesome. I did not know that. I would love to go and see that. I'm sure he was short, right? He was like around 5'6", so it would have been kind of a shorter costume. Josh, I have considered that. And I may have to in the future because I'm seeing I'm getting a lot more following on the Stooges. If you want to ask any Stooge questions, I'd be happy to answer right now. Does it need to be strictly Lucy, although it is more Lucy-oriented? But go ahead if you have a couple or want to talk about it. I'm definitely not opposed to it. So in the future, your favorite episodes was the schedule. Love Life, that's your favorite episode. So the schedule was back in season 1, right, with, I was going to say Mr. Mooney. No, Gale Gordon, right? He played Mr. Littlefield, and Lucy has got that crazy schedule, and that's a hilarious scene right now. Oh, right now Uncle Alberto's about to come in. Lucy's super nervous, trying to practice her Spanish. I'll tell you a little bit of information about the translation there, and how she says macho grasa, which is, I don't know, it's entertaining. An ache in every steak. Oh, of course I've seen it, definitely. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I would have to look up just to get a reminder of what the episode is about, but I remember the name of the episode. An ache in every steak. Oh, geez, which one is that? You might have to refresh my memory, but I don't think I covered it yet, because I'm going through all the Stooge films, and so I haven't done that one yet, I don't think. Do you like anime? Not really, to be honest with you. Not my style of cartoon. I was a big cartoon fan, and now I just can't get through watching cartoons anymore. My attention span, Maybe I should. I do like the Animaniacs, though, and I do like a lot of cartoons. I just don't watch them as much anymore. Oh, yes, and I have a special shirt on. Okay, Dark Time. Do you know that the scene where Lucy hides eggs under her shirt and breaks them after dancing the tango with Ricky is the longest audience laugh in history? Absolutely, you're very correct, Dark Time. In fact, they kept filming during the laugh, and it was so long that even for syndication on the DVDs, they cut it. They cut a huge portion of the laughs because it was just too long. It was just too long, and so they cut it out, which is kind of funny. Arthur Pryor, which is funny because that's incorrect. So macho grasa. Okay, grasa is grease. Okay, it could also be fat. I guess you can say more grease. Grasa, grease, fat. But macho is more like manly fat. That would be the literal translation. So in my opinion, I think that maybe there's just a mistake, because obviously Desi knows Spanish. It's either one of two things. Either macho grasa, it's more of a Cuban dialect term, which I doubt. I think it's mostly like a mistake in translation, or maybe she messed up her translation and they just went with it because they'd be like, who would know anyway? Pig would be like puerco or something like that. But yeah, kind of a funny thing. It's not correct, and some of you know Spanish will kind of know that. What do you think of the Three Stooges movie? Now, which one? Are you talking about the newest one that they did? I haven't watched it. Could you believe that? I don't know if I should. Larry David's in it, and right, he plays the nun. Is that the one you're talking about? Just want to make sure. Oh my gosh, Cassandra, you're going to New York and going out to Jamestown? That is awesome. That is so good. Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah, the Iceman. The classic icebox getting carried up the stairs. Yes. And guess what? I may make a location, an on-location video just on those stairs, because they're not that far from me. Well, relatively. Yeah, but yeah, I can make a trip out there. So what would you think about that, Josh? Going to the actual stairs, those stairs. Mr. Mooney? Yeah, Mr. Mooney. He is in, well, the character, the guy, the actor, Gale Gordon. Absolutely. Hello, Logan and Ash. How are you? How old am I? I am between... This is so mean. I'm between 25 and 35 years old. Does that work? Is that a good thing? I answered the question. Arthur, you're Cuban? Okay, so let me know. Is that a Cuban dialect thing? Because macho grasa, coming from parents who are Argentinian and Mexican, macho grasa, that literally would mean macho is manly and grasa is grease or fat, manly fat. So Ricky said big fat pig. To me, that doesn't translate unless, like I said, that is a Cuban term or a Cuban slang. But let me know. I would really like to know, Arthur. Please tell me. Oh yes, well done, medium rare. I think that was good. I caught that when I was younger too. And Vice City Stories, yeah, the newest movie. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I am a 90s and 80s kid, for sure. I love everything 80s and 90s. It's mucho. Awesome. Vivian and Will. So I do have a couple videos on just William and Viv. I have my Fact or Fiction episode. Scotty, did you see that one? I'm sure you did, but if you didn't, you should. You should. I'll have to carry ice up them like Curly. Oh my gosh, so I have to drive over there, take a thing of ice. Is that what you want me to do, Josh? Like take a cooler with ice and carry it up the stairs and see if it melts. Might have to buy like an ice bag. Would that be legit? That's really funny. You're making me think now. This is good. Hey Casey, yes, you are very surprised, and that's good. I like to surprise. It's like Betty Davis and Joan Crawford. The movie was funny and childish. You know, I heard that it was very like innocent. Although I think the actors were the ones they chose were all right. They were decent. They're fairly good actors. Will Sasso, but I don't know. I can't think. The other guy, I really liked Mo, the guy who played Mo. He did a couple other shows that I liked. He was in Seinfeld, I believe, as well. He had a couple cool episodes. And so forth. Get creative with the ice stairs kid. Oh man, it's like, I love being creative, but the funny thing is, I'm scared of being too creative, because then it'll be like a whole production. Like it'll be like ice, and I'll want to get like the cart and maybe like rent a horse. I'll go extreme. I'll get like 3 people to help me out. But yeah, we'll do something fun. I'll do something fun if I do get to the stairs, which is something I'd like to do. I mean, that'd just be cool. I've never been there. But I do know exactly where they are, and I do have access to all that information, so I think it would be pretty cool. Oh yes, Lucy just stepped into the tobacco store with tons of tobacco leaves everywhere in Havana, Cuba, apparently. The guy has tons of cigar boxes behind him. Lucy says, por favor, and she's about to say macho grasa. And then she says, muchas gracias. She corrects herself. She does it correctly, which is good. You know, Dark Time, I do know that there's footage of William Frawley's funeral. Not inside, but the whole casket. And it's funny because they did it at Blessed Sacrament Church, which is a church here in Los Angeles, so it's more in Hollywood area. And funny thing is, of course, Desi was there, and Fred McMurray, and lots of stars as well to honor him. Desi was a pallbearer. But I used to do homeless volunteer work. They had that church, and then they had a parking lot. They have a school still. And then they have a homeless shelter, I guess, where they give out food and things like that. It's not really operating as much anymore. But I used to go there all the time, and I never knew that was where the funeral was. And so I may have to pay a visit. And I don't know. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know if people would like to see that. Like, would people like to see a video of like me going into a Catholic church where Bill Frawley had the funeral, or where they had the church is basically exactly the same as it was then in the 60s. So maybe that might be a good idea. Is my name really Rick? Is 9G? No, my name is not 9G. It's kind of a YouTube name. My name is really Rick, though. That's for sure. My head's itchy. I did not get Sofia Vergara in that movie. Yeah, some of them I think it's just for like star power, extra people going to watch it. But absolutely. You like my name? Well, thank you very much. You're right, Scotty. Actually, Bill Frawley did make a cameo in The Lucy Show. That was his last TV appearance. And Lucy said, oh, you remind me of someone. You know, because he was kind of grumpy. He was a stable guy, right? Like he was working at the horse stables and so forth. Yeah. Oh, you're in SoCal. That's awesome. If I need a cameraman, well, I may eventually. Right now, I do everything myself. I actually bought a new camera that is better than my other one, which is more of it's not a GoPro, but it's a GoPro-esque type camera. And yeah, I think the new one is better. It has like 1900, almost 4K. It's not 4K, I didn't want to spend an extra $300 for that. I don't know. Maybe later, maybe in the future. We'll see what happens. Now the GoPro one that I have, it's not really a GoPro, it's a Sony cam. And that one does 4K. But it's more like fisheye. So it comes out a little differently. Oh yeah, absolutely, Josh. Comedy TV shows, that's where I'm at. Also comedy movies. I'm really into just comedies right now. I do like action stuff a lot. Equilibrium, Christian Bale, Batman, 30 Days to Yuma is one of my favorite movies ever. The newer one. I haven't seen the old one, but I heard the old one's good too. Okay, so great question, Josh. So let's see. Horror, sci-fi, noir, drama, western, mystery. Some mystery I like. Horror I'm not into. I could watch it, but I'm not into the whole being scared thing. Like, I don't enjoy it. Like, some people like that rush of being, I just don't enjoy it. It frustrates me. Like, waiting. Like, it's almost like I'm being teased. And that's not the sensation I want when I want to watch the movie. However, it's a mystery. It's like I'm figuring it out, so that's different. Kind of, yeah. Sci-fi, I love sci-fi. Like Matrix, I'm really watching The Matrix for the first time ever, because it came out in '99. I was kind of too young. I was around 10, and so I didn't get that concept. It was just over my head. So now I'm watching it. I can't bring video stuff into a Catholic church. I would beg to differ. I can definitely bring cameras into a Catholic church. Believe me. Believe me. I would be very, very nice. That would be very, very nice. Drama is all right. I'm iffy on drama. I'm very specific in what I like. That's drama. Noir is pretty good. And then mystery, yeah, it depends. All right. Casey, she says, you've been rewatching Lucy from start to finish and just watched season 5. Why do you think they carried over the Hollywood episodes into season 5 instead of finishing it completely in season 4? I think that's a great question, Casey. I think they wanted to keep going a little bit longer. You tell me what you think, because you're very seasoned in this. I think they wanted to go longer. But then at some point, I think they just changed. They're like, we need to go back, kind of thing. Like, think about it. You remember the John Wayne, and then he was going to make a movie. It was all the build-up to Don Juan. Then it got shelved. Then they were like, don't worry, we're going to get you into another movie. So the idea was like, well, we're going to see him progress into a movie. Maybe it wouldn't be that long of a journey, maybe 2, 3, 4 episodes. He's making the movie and we see some of it. No. Then all of a sudden the next episode is like, congratulations, he made the movie. And we're like, what? And so I think they wanted to get out of the Hollywood theme really quick. I don't know why. I may... funny thing. Greg Oppenheimer. You guys know Jess Oppenheimer, the executive director? I'm in contact with Greg Oppenheimer, and I'm trying to see if maybe he would like to get in contact with me to feature something for the channel. So maybe he has some insights into that, because of course his father wrote the show, and so maybe I can do that. Yeah, so Dark Time, great question. Now, you have a lot of good questions. I love questions. I used to be a teacher, so I'm very used to being asked questions and trying to answer what I can. Is the studio where they originally filmed I Love Lucy open to visitors? Great question. Have you seen my 2 episodes on the original locations where they filmed them? I go to the studio. They're not open. It's a closed studio, so you can't go in. But I give you pretty good insight into what it is, and I go to the stages. So yeah, so go take a look at that. Yeah, they're still up. I can try to work something out, Arthur. I'm kind of persuasive. We'll see what happens. I won't promise anything, but we'll be hopeful and see what happens. Did you know that short movies in the past were called shorts? Absolutely. You should watch some of my Three Stooges videos, Vice City Stories. Some of my Three Stooges videos. Yeah, that was right. I don't know why I thought that was wrong. And yeah, absolutely. I think that you'll get a lot of insights into the Three Stooges and just the info that I know about it. So yeah. What grade did you teach? Man, I'm revealing a lot. I taught high schoolers. Yep, high schoolers. Tenacious? Oh, I thought you were Tenacious Viking, my buddy on YouTube. Considering Lucy and Ricky shared a bed, were a mixed couple, and the show was filmed during the McCarthy era, what was the most controversial I Love Lucy episode? Ooh, good question. Could I say the most controversial I Love Lucy episode was the one that they never aired? That was, they had a plot about Ricky cheating on his taxes, and he said, absolutely not. He said, me as Desi, I would never do that, and Ricky Ricardo would never do that, and so he refused to do it, and so they had to rewrite the entire episode, and that was Business Manager, so that would have been that episode. But I think the most controversial, maybe, would have been one of the pregnant episodes, either the one where she was born, or excuse me, where Desi Jr. was born in the story, or the one where she announced that she was pregnant, Lucy is enceinte, because, I mean, that was super controversial to say that, and they did get hate letters, but not as many. What did I teach? Funny question. I taught liberal arts, philosophy, religious studies. Random fact. At a private school. I'm on a day earlier, Mr. Like Cats. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely. And so you guys get to see me a day before. Sweet Pea. Was the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour episodes, were they filmed on the same set as the episodes of I Love Lucy? So they were filmed in the same building as seasons 3 to 6. Yes. Of course, they got rid of the old apartment sets and put in the new house sets. Yeah. But absolutely. Love the Stooges. That's why I subscribed. Well, thank you. Thank you for being a subscriber. If you guys haven't subscribed, you should. You really should. Because that subscribe button is so sad that you didn't subscribe. If you didn't. If you did subscribe, the subscribe button is so happy. That's how it works. In case you guys didn't know. Casey, I also think the John Wayne episodes were probably a great way to start off season 5. Oh, absolutely. I think that was the greatest start of a season. My opinion. I absolutely love the whole John Wayne thing. The 2 episodes. Probably the 2... Like, because obviously it's like one episode. It's kind of like an hour-long episode for the most part. Even though they're both, you know, because that's what Desi was trying to do at the end. He was trying to do like hour-long-ish episodes. In my opinion, it's like the best. The best, like, best 2 episodes, you know, as one. Because it's one story. So that may be why they continued a bit, but they never said the name of the second movie. Nope, absolutely, you're right. They don't say anything about the movie. They just say complete it. It's time to go to Hollywood. That's it. And apparently, according to Lucy, when they went back to home in the Homecoming episode, they said he had a lot of kissing scenes, and she would tell Mrs. Trumbull about it. But we never hear, and so that's kind of weird. Obviously, it was a romantic movie. I doubt it was action or horror, but yeah. Lucy did break down barriers for men and women, absolutely. Yeah, Arthur, there was a Lucy and Three Stooges crossover. It's called Three Little Pigskins, and it's a Three Stooge short with Lucille Ball in it. Kind of cool. I do a whole review on it. Find the video. It's in my Three Stooges playlist. I think it's episode 3. But yeah, it's on there, definitely. Oh, what's in the cup? It's actually water, but I have Emergency. You ever heard of that? It's like a powder with vitamin C in it, kind of thing. Make you healthy, make you good. So yeah, I usually don't drink too much of it, but today I just put it in there. Why is there all these little things in the cup? I don't know if that's the vitamin C powder. So yeah, it's like a yellowish drink. I might go one more episode, guys and gals, but you guys are asking so many good questions that I want to stick around a little more. Let me just do Little Ricky's School Pageant. And I think we'll call it an episode. So let me play that, and I'll give you the info on it. Dark Time, although I'm not going to get into the details of it, it is alleged that Desi was a womanizer. And so it would go along with that, yeah. Oh, Robert, I could not tell you what was my first I Love Lucy episode. I can tell you I was 3 years old, and that's my earliest recollection of Lucy. 3, 4, I'll just go around there. And I remember Bonus Bucks. I remember her with the big starchy looking outfit. That image in my brain is like ingrained in there. So I don't know why, but yeah, that got me into Lucy. That and then the bread, the giant bread. I think that was hilarious because it was very cartoony, and I think as a little kid, like, that appealed to me, even though it was black and white. I don't know. Just a little tequila, vodka, and cognac. Sorry, Stooges joke. Know the episode, Rick? I don't. Give me a clue, please. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Tequila, vodka, and cognac. It sounds familiar. You're going to have to give me more clues. I'm sorry. I'm rusty right now. You guys would be surprised how many people try to trivia me or quiz me. And sometimes it's hard because you guys are really, like, you guys pay attention to things kind of like me, and so you may pay attention to one thing that maybe I didn't pay attention to, and they tell me, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I get caught sometimes. I never proclaim to be an expert, but I also like to learn as well from you guys, so that's good. Mr. Lightcat, so they didn't title part 1 or 2. What do you mean? What are you describing? Are you talking about the John Wayne episodes, or? It's not Tang, so no, I wouldn't say it's Tang. It's like a healthier alternative. It's basically like a high concentrated like citrus blend, and it's like all natural things, and it's like a little powder, and you put it in there. I guess it's Tangish, but it has like 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, so it like keeps you healthy and stuff. Again, it's something I take very sporadically. Happy Saturday. Do you like the Cuba episode? No, that's fine. You can definitely ask me. I'm indifferent about it. I don't like the whole number where like Little Ricky's playing. Like I don't know. I think it goes on for a little too long. I do like the whole tobacco scene with Lucy and the huge cigar. I think that's genius. But I think that was kind of stuck in there and the golden highlight of that episode in my thoughts. So yeah, that's just what I think. And you like bonus bugs too? It's a great episode. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday. I don't know where that came from. Oh, okay. Yeah, there were a few episodes where Curly was a boxer. Punch Drunks, I definitely did that one, so I would have noticed it. Because, again, I watch all the episodes all the time, but the ones that are freshest to me are the ones that I do, for my videos, because I watch them like 2 or 3 times before I make the video, and then I research them. So they're kind of ingrained in my mind, so I was like, yeah, I didn't go buy that one yet, if that makes sense. So yeah, the other ones I just watch whenever they're on TV, and since I have access to all of them, now I watch some that are not allowed on TV. Like there's tons of Nazi ones and Japanese ones, and it's just very, I don't know, it's just very unique. Okay, let me just scroll up a little bit, because you guys are asking a lot of good questions. My first Lucy was the one where the 2 teenagers get crushes on him. Oh yeah, the worst one ever. Arthur, you're funny. Yeah, that one is what is it called? Young. Hi. Sorry, the episode is. It was playing in reverse. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, yeah, Young Fans, is it? Yeah, with Peggy and Arthur. Not my favorite, to be honest with you. It's creepy to me when they're old. So, yeah. I do Dark Time. You should see my channel. There's a lot of gaming on my channel, so I definitely do play video games. Yes. Let me see. Do you think it was awkward Desi was younger than Lucille Ball? I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I don't think that's like I don't know. I don't think it's a thing. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, with like age and so forth. Like, if people love each other, hey, all 4 of them, and I think they did love each other. Domily, hey, what's up? What's up, everyone? What kind of teacher? What kind of teacher was I? I taught philosophy and religious studies, more of a social science and liberal arts type of thing. Very, very like abstract stuff, like deep stuff. That's what I studied in college. In grad school. Oh yeah, Grips, Grunts, and Groans. I did an episode on that with Bust Off. Yeah, how are ya? Oh yeah, so I didn't remember that. No, yeah, you're right. No, this isn't alcohol, just like tequila, vodka, or cognac. Yes, you're right. That's a great one. I didn't catch that. You're very, very good. Was there more than one banned or unaired I Love Lucy episode? Well, I wouldn't say banned. There's one that really doesn't show up. Let me try to think. The pilot was only played once. Also, the Christmas show episode in season 6 wasn't aired, I think, more than once. It was it was like later recovered. Like it wasn't in syndication constantly with all the rest of them. So those are due. Those are due. Now, Landris, that is a great moment. I think it's also a funny line. So that was really good. Wow, I'm burping. Burping vitamin C. Oh, Heather, nice to see you. I hope you're doing okay. I'm doing great. My Saturday is fantastic. Nice and relaxing Saturday. I usually don't. I'm usually always doing stuff. And this Saturday, I was even going to go get my hair cut again. Just a little cleaned up. I didn't even feel like. I just want to stay at home and like relax and stuff. So yeah. Keep jiggling, Peggy. Keep jiggling. Job switching. You like job switching because of the chocolate? Is that the scene you like? Or do you like Desi and Fred in the kitchen? I like both of those. Dominic, great question. I just can't tomorrow, so I'm doing it today. Easy answer. Sweet Pea, do you think I Love Lucy poked fun at Desi's real life behaviors, like his alleged habits of being a womanizer? Well, you tell me. Do you think they poked fun at it? Because, like, give me an example where you would think that they did that. I would love to know. Well, good, Heather. I'm glad you're hanging in there. Has anyone read Love Lucy? Just finished it tonight. Learned so much. No, I didn't. I did not. Oh, look at little Richard Keith. So I didn't read about this episode, guys and gals. Let me read about it. Let me see. So this one that is playing right now is the school pageant. Now, there are things I like about it and things that I don't. I don't know what you guys think. Is this anyone's favorite? I would love to know if this is anyone's favorite episode. So this is a December 17th, 1956 episode. Didn't do as great. 43.4 out of 63 rating share. Episode 163, filmed on Thursday, October 25th, 1956. Supporting cast, Richard Keith, Susie. Oh, the little girl who plays opposite of little Ricky. Her name was Candy Rogers Schoenberger. That's a funny, very interesting name. So, little fact about that. Is that the right one? Yeah. So it says, the settings and choreography for the play were by Pepito and Joanne Dancing Academy. 6.5 years earlier, Pepito created the vaudeville routines that Lucy and Desi performed their 1950 road tour, an important prelude to I Love Lucy. So if you remember Pepito the Clown, he's the one who did the lion scene with the lamp chimney and so forth. He did the baby cry. So apparently he wrote... Oh, he did the settings and the choreography. So that's interesting to me. That is very interesting. Well, nice to meet you, Sarah, a.k.a. Jiro. So, Cheebs, you were cracking... Birds flying away. You were cracking up watching the Palm Springs episode when Ethel and Lucy laughed at the news headline where the wife hit the husbands with the bat. Fred and Ricky were not amused. They were not. That is very true. Oh, the Carlotta Romero episode? I didn't like that episode. Did you guys like that episode? I did not like that one. There was not much that I enjoyed about that one. It was just not that appealing to me. I'm also curious to see if Rick is a fan of Andy Griffith's show. Another favorite of mine. You know, great question. I would say I did used to watch it when I was younger. Again, when I was younger, I had more time to watch TV. And I would watch the Andy Griffith Show, I Love Lucy, Beverly Hillbillies, The Lucy Show. I would watch a lot of shows that I don't watch now. And that kind of like I feel... Like, I used to watch a lot of cartoons. Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny, things like that. And I remember loving to watch in marathons. I can't watch like 2 Warner Brothers skits or 7 minutes each. Like, my attention span just isn't there. So, that's just me. Alright. Yeah, you should buy, well, which book, Casey? Which one are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Heather's book. Gotcha. You girls are having a conversation there. Are there any current shows I really like? Yeah, Walking Dead. You know, not many. I have to say, I don't have TV anymore. Like, I don't watch TV. I watch old DVDs, and then I also watch Netflix. So I watch like movies on Netflix that I didn't get a chance to watch before. I watch shows on there. I'm really into Star Trek right now, like obsessively. I'm pretty much a Star Trek nerd. TNG, The Next Generation. I saw Deep Space Nine. I was blown away. I think that's the best Star Trek series. Although there's things in it that I love. Like, I love the cast of TNG, but I loved the story in Deep Space Nine. It was mind-blowing. And then I'm struggling through Voyagers. Anyone else struggling through Voyager? Please let me know. I'm struggling. I just want to get to 7 of 9. I'm not there yet. So yeah, not a lot of current shows, to be honest with you, Domily. But great question. Red Hots! Get your Red Hots! Oh, no problem. No problem. Book of Facts. Favorite Walking Dead character? I think my favorite character is Carl. The one who says Carl. Rick Grimes. I mean, he's got a great name. I mean, can't get any better than Rick, right? Robert, you like inferiority complex? Alondris, I'm mad at CBS and the streaming mess with the new Star Trek. Alondris, we got to talk about that because I am the same. I don't want to go on a rant, but if I had the opportunity, you know I'm on a rant right now. Klingons, cast. I'll leave it at that, Alondris. We're simpatico. We're meeting eye to eye right now. Guys and gals, it's the end of the world. No more. That means I have to stop the stream soon. Okay, Dark Time, did you know the outtakes where Desi translates to English and Spanish-speaking relatives? That wasn't part of the stream? Absolutely. So you should catch up on some of my videos, because a lot of these I made videos about. I have almost 100 I Love Lucy separate videos, so you should take a look at that. I cover a lot of information, a lot of facts, a lot of stuff in the bloopers and so forth, cameos. You only watch like 4 current shows. Wrestling. I used to watch wrestling. Alondris, don't spoil it for me. Kess leaves? I'm seriously waiting for Jerry Bryant. That's it. Like, if it doesn't get great by like 5 or 7 seasons after Jerry Ryan, I'm done with Voyager. Like, there's some golden episodes, I have to tell you that, but I'm struggling. I'm in season 3 and I'm like, goodness gracious. There's some horrid episodes where I'm just like, who wrote this? And I can't get to like Kate Mulgrew. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm complaining, I guess. But I'm such a stickler for Star Trek, guys and gals. Like, I'm the biggest fan. And after seeing TNG, the gloriousness, and then seeing that. Anyway, I'm going off tangent. You love the original Star Trek. Amazing. Wow, there's almost as many people as there is usually on a Sunday. That is awesome. That is awesome. Wait, that's not the end of the episode. Oh, it was a fluffy commercial, so I was like, what is going on with that? That always throws me off, the little commercials when you watch this. That is funny. Yeah, so Cheeps, I don't know, it's Nico Martin Green. I know her last name, Martin Green, I think. Sasha. Yeah, she's the main actress in it. Scott, a lot of people are surprised at my interests, like, and I haven't even told you half of my interests. I love aviation. I love cars. I'm kind of everywhere. My just my interests. Like, some people are very like, oh, you just like TV. You know, they're into one thing or the interior design. I am into so many different things. So many different things. Okay, let me see here. Thank you, Alondris. You're leaving hope for me for this series, 7 of 9. Okay, I'm ready. I want to see those good episodes. Oh, yeah. You didn't know that, Heather? Yeah, so, like, the Dick Van Dyke Show, most of those laughs are from I Love Lucy. You can hear Desi's mother, Dee Dee, go, uh-oh, in a lot of the scenes, so that's kind of funny. Yes, Domily, thank you. tell everyone in the chat to hit that bell button, because so many people ask me, they go, Rick, please tell me, they ask, when you're gonna go on, and I say, guys, hit that bell button. I know that maybe the notification, sometimes you'll get them at, unexpected times, but that's the point. At least you'll know when there's a video up, and then when they come up, it's done, and so forth. And so, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think the bell button is one of the greatest things on YouTube because it lets you know what's going on. Jiro, you were a baby when Next Generation came. Well, Next Generation was what, 87-ish? That was around, I was barely born. So I in retrospect, I went back in that too. So definitely. You like the original Star Trek and Next Generation. Okay, Mr. Like Cats, you need to start watching Deep Space Nine. Give it like 1 or 2 seasons to get really into it. It's a little rocky in the beginning, but then once you get to like season 2 and to that great point, okay, think about it. It gets so good because the characters at the end, it's, oh man, I can't ruin it, but it comes so full circle, and it's just such a great show. Like, it's such a great show. It's amazing. Let me see. I think it's great to have varied interests too, because, and I try to be open to things because I may really love something that just because, if I'm like hard head, I'll be like, no, I don't want to like that, or I don't want to get into that. But how do I know if I don't explore it? I'd rather just get into it and be like, well, I don't like it, and then just move on, but try something that I may like and really love, I didn't want to get into Deep Space Nine, and that was amazing. Oh, by the way, right now, the little gnomes, I think, are dancing around, so that's kind of funny. Arthur, you tried to watch Walking Dead because all of your friends are into it, and I felt left out. I lost interest when they ate dude's horse and forced yourself to get to the end of season 1, but I was done. I respect that, Arthur, because I would say season 1's probably the strongest season. So if you weren't brought in by season 1, I don't see where there's much hope for you to like the series, to be honest with you. Like, season 2 is good, but I just think season 1 was like, they got into it really, really well. 1979, where we're kind of in the same age group, kind of different decade, but kind of. Casey, I would do Star Trek videos, but my issue is copyright, and so I maybe need to get a little bit creative in how I do them. There's a lot of Star Trek people out there. When I did Lucy, there was no Lucy people out there. Like, there were Lucy like episodes and clips, but there was like no information. There are people who do like computer graphics, like CGI stuff of the ships and comparing their speed. I don't know how to do that. I'm very basic. And so I guess I can compete with them, but it's kind of like, it's kind of tough, But we'll see. I am into music, like lots of music. Trying to think. I love rock, like hard rock and classics. I love a lot of classics. I'm just an old soul, I guess. I love everything from Doobie Brothers, Boston, Elton John, 3 Days Grace, Avenged Sevenfold, Disturbed, System of a Down, Queen, so many bad, Guns N' Roses. You bet Star Trek videos would be insanely popular, especially the original series. Good idea, Casey. I have to admit, guys, I'm going to get crucified right now, but I never was able to fully watch the original series because I started with Deep Space Nine. I started with the Next Generation, and so it was just harder for me to get to it, so I might have to. Anyway, right now Fred is appearing as, well, Ethel says Freddy the Frog. So I don't know if you guys noticed, Fred's arm is connected to the bottom of the jaw here, and that's how he opens and closes it. I noticed that, and I was like, whoa, that's funny. And then there are hinges on the mouth. So it's kind of funny. It's a very basic suit, very crude, but it was funny because you could see Fred's face in the mouth, so I always liked that as a kid. I definitely liked that as a kid. And it's funny because right now Richard Keith, Little Ricky, is mouthing the words of Fred. So I don't know if that's part of the thing or it's not. Oh, and the owls are coming out. Now, if you notice the syndication one, guys and gals, the owl scene, the whole dancing of the owls is not included in syndication, but in the full version, it's there. They actually cut the whole dance. No, Arthur, I did not play it on the old school Nintendo. I was kind of young for the older Nintendos. My generation was the Nintendo 64, if you've ever heard of that. And I say that because some people aren't really big into gamers, and I'm a very big gamer, and I know this is a Lucy audience, and so I don't want to confuse people. Pilot the cage. Okay, I'm going to take your advice. Pilot the cage. And I think the cutest little girl is the one that plays opposite of Lil Ricky with her. Billy Brown's, Lil Ricky's playing Billy Brown, and that little girl, she's the cute. She's got the little curls, and she's a little older than Lil Ricky. I don't know, she's great. I love Lucy coming in on the wires. I think that was amazing as well. The blacked out teeth. That was a very popular thing to do, to show like you're missing teeth. I forgot what I just read what her name was, right? Who'd she play? Susie, there we go. Candy Rogers Schoenberger. I feel like I've seen her or heard about that name right there. Oh yeah, Heather, I'm watching Lil Ricky's birthday pageant. I was gonna say school pageant in season 6. So it's just finishing now. It's a play, and it's about the time where of course Ricky's the tree, Lucy's the witch, Ethel's the fairy princess, and Fred's a frog. And then now Ethel comes in, and she's singing and everything. Alright, so people are telling me good episodes. Devil in the Dark, Arena, and Trouble with Tribbles. Okay, the Trouble with Tribbles episode shows up. That concept shows up in Deep Space Nine. They link the episodes. I think that is one of the coolest things ever. Also in Voyager, the Fear episode with the clown, I think that's amazing as well. So Arthur says, my favorite scene is when Fred is trying to tell Little Ricky his lines and he can't. Yep, and he puts his hand down all the way, the mouth opens up like this, and he goes inside. I think that is amazing. I don't know why I feel that was a Bill Frawley thing to do. Like, I don't know. That's just me. Maybe it was in the script, but I just feel that was so Bill Frawley. But that's just me. What do you guys think about that? Vaya con Dios, I think that's a great song as well. Oh, but he has Cuban Cabbie. I like Cuban Cabbie. I'm a Cuban Cabbie. Well, thank you, Jiro, for coming in. I'm going to leave soon, too. In this episode, I'm going to depart. Just like the witch. Hello, Reynaldo. Nice to see you. I'm glad you can join for a little bit. Casey, I just had 2 more cookies today, and I'm trying to really curb how many cookies I eat. Oh, my Instagram story? Well, thanks. Yeah, I gotta post more stories. I don't really post more stories. I post mostly photos. That's just me, but maybe I gotta start with the stories more. Continuity on Star Trek is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Yeah, there are errors in it, but it's like, wow. Oh, yeah, the look on... That disgusting... I wouldn't say it's a disgusting look, but it's like, oh, goodness. It's like, just like... that despair, that look of, oh no. That's one of the greatest faces that Fred makes. No, Reynaldo, great question. I haven't changed it to Saturday for sure. I just can't tomorrow, and so I did it today. And Reynaldo always joins the live streams, of course. And it's great that you're always here, but I think you can't anymore on the times I usually do on Sunday. I'm sorry. But hopefully you get to see it. Because remember, if you, for any reason, miss any of the live stream, the great thing is it'll be uploaded on YouTube right after, and so you can watch it anytime during the week. And what's great about YouTube, let's say you have to do something. That's what I love. You can watch a video, you're 10 minutes in, you have to do something. You just go. And then YouTube will remember where you left off and continue. I think that's one of the coolest things. It's like Netflix. Netflix, same thing. And so you don't miss anything. So you'll never miss a live stream. I know some people like to come live, but, you know, better than not seeing it. For sure. No, I think Bill Frawley was a professional, a seasoned professional And Richard Keith says that. Also, the actor who played little Stevie, you know, he was the little boy who played Carolyn Appleby's son. He grew up, and he also said that what he remembered from Bill Frawley, he was great with kids. Like, he was very playful, and he was very respectful, and they said that for everyone. Although they would say that, like, for example, Lucy was very busy all the time. She wasn't as motherly as you may think. Vivian kind of was. And yeah, I don't know. I think those facts are amazing to me. I think Desi was kind of in his own world. He was running the whole empire thing. I'm sure he was nice to the kids and so forth. They did say that. However, I think, you know, he's like, okay, cool kids, I love kids. But, you know, I've got the studio to run. I've got to be on the show. And then I got a meeting at, you know. I bet it was crazy for him. I bet it was crazy for him as well. Reynaldo, you saw the video of my visit for my well at Mohair. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, let me tell you guys, if you haven't seen that video yet, I would highly recommend it. I know it might seem weird to some people. Like, I was so torn. I was like, should I really make a video of, like, going to visit Mo Howard? And, like, I know some people might be creeped out by it. Like, I respect that. But to me, it's like, what else do I have? Like, these people are gone, you know, in the physical presence, and we can watch them on TV, but, like, what's that connection we can have to the real thing? We can visit their homes or maybe their studios, but, like, their final resting place. And so I was torn, but I'm like, let me just do it. I think some people will like it, and a lot of people loved it. And the fact that people really even liked the part where I went to see my family, I think that was very touching as well, because you guys don't have to care about that, and the fact that you did was amazing, and the support was amazing. And so I'm going to do more of those, not visiting my family more, that's done, but, you know, visiting others, and I won't spoil who, but keep that in mind, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. So I think I'll be on for about 5 minutes more. I've been on here for 56 minutes, but I want to answer any questions or anything in the chat. If you've never ever chatted before, say hello, Now's your opportunity. Now's definitely your opportunity. So, Reynaldo, Frawley's character on I Love Lucy and My Three Sons were similar. Really? I heard that. I heard that he was kind of like a character actor for that concept, so I love that. Oh, that's so great, Casey. I was going to bring flowers or something, but if you notice, Mo Howard didn't really have a place. He just had a little notch where I think you can set, like, a little thing with flowers. They had a little, like, it wasn't a bathroom, but it was like a sink, and then there were, like, little things that you can connect on the actual, what do you call it, on the crypts. And then if you brought a flower, like, it lets you rest it on and then put the flower in. It's like a vase kind of thing that connects. And so I kind of didn't do that. I don't know. I had the camera. It was just too much to do. You know, it was my first time. So maybe in the future, but we'll see. Oh, what's my Instagram, Chiefs? It should be in the description. LA European Motors. It's kind of my daily job name kind of thing. And so, yeah. But I post about different things. So cars, me, my life, and so forth. Oh, Reynaldo, you just went to Bruce Lee's grave. Bruce Lee's grave. That is awesome. That is great. That is so cool. He's pretty cool. You don't want me to go? Well, I think I do. I think I do because if you guys, if you guys don't know about Patreon, that's another way to support the channel. But of course, I know some people just like to enjoy what's on here. But I do make special videos for Patreon that are exclusive for patrons. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to film my video for tomorrow. And then I also got a car video to do. I don't know how I'm going to do all this. So we'll see, guys and gals. We'll see. There's so much to do. And it's 5 o'clock here. And we'll do what I can do. If I can't make one, then I'll just figure it out. But thank you so much, guys and gals. Yeah, Arthur, I am a car guy. Link in the description. Go to my second channel. I have a second channel. It's all about cars. And all about my interest of cars. And going to car shows and doing kind of fun things. And my cars and lots more you can learn. So if you want to do that and subscribe there, that is amazing. I love it. Alright, guys and gals, well, thank you so much. Thank you for being on the live stream and for supporting me. You're amazing. If you haven't liked this video, don't forget and subscribe if you haven't. I bet there are people on here right now who are not subscribed. You should be. Alright, guys and gals, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you, and of course, be hopeful.